So this is a interesting one. I did this in the past. I made a video about my drum setup and it's changed a lot since then, so I thought why not do another one. I'm looking at the absolute mess which is over there of my hardware and my drums and my cymbals, and I'm just thinking there's way too many bits of hardware and cymbals, but I like my kit. My kit is really nice. I'll go through each drum, like specifically what it's made out of and, well, what the specifics to that specific drum. Because there's a couple of little odd ones that are a bit weird, but yeah, I thought why not do an update on it because it has grown. I've now got 5 toms, 2 snares and a load of hardware and cymbals. Anyway, if I keep looking over there, that's because I've got a whole load of notes of what all my gear is and everything like that, just to make sure I'm actually saying the correct stuff. First of all, I've got my bass drum. This is a 20x15 kick bass drum. It's a Yamaha Riding in black. I've got a pinstripe coated Remo head on the batter side, and it's got a WHD protection, not a bass drum head protection thing, it's just a little sticker that I put on it. All of my heads are Remo, Emperors on top, Ambassadors on the bottom, coated on the snares, and then clears on everything else. I'll go into that specifically. But yeah, this is an interesting one. I want to change the head on my kick drum to a clear one because I don't know if it suits, if the coated suits the sound of like rock and stuff like that, but it's worked for me and I've not broken it yet, and I hope that it doesn't break. The kick pedal I'm using is the Yamaha kick pedal. I used to use a Gear for Music double pedal, however there's been a problem with the chains and stuff like that, so I've had to use the original kick pedal that came with my kit, which is just a Yamaha kick pedal. Yeah, it's the rebound and yeah, to be fair, I took the beater off of the original of the Gear for Music one and put it on here because the old beater I had on it was like worn out, like the fabric and everything was coming off of it and everything, so I thought just put the head from the other one on here. Anyway, I'm talking about a beater for about 5 minutes and I don't need to do that. I think let's get my snare drum and my hi-hat stand in and then we'll talk about them. So, I've got my hi-hat stand here. Let's talk about this first. I've not put the hi-hats on, I'll put that on when I do the rest of the cymbals. So this is there's a couple of different components to this. First of all, I've got this drop clutch here, which is a Dixon drop clutch. I got it for Christmas and I absolutely love it. The actual hi-hat clutch itself is really strong compared to the original one that came with this stand. The rest of the stand is just this is a Gear for Music stick holder. Put my name on it because I forget my name. No, I just put my name on it because when I was at secondary school I used to take it in and yeah. Anyway, this chair is really squeaky. I don't know why. It's really comfy, but it's really squeaky. Anyway, the actual stand is a Yamaha hi-hat stand. I've had it since I started and it's pretty good, to be fair. It's really sturdy and the pedal seems to be really strong still. Nothing's really broken on it. I've had a couple of times when I've just been messing around, but just exploring what components and stuff are of the hi-hat stand. I've had the pedal come off and stuff like that, but I've been able to fix it. Anyway, this is my snare stand. Really solid. Well, it holds both of my snares. I'll get to them in a minute. It holds both of my snares really well. It's a Tornado Mapex snare stand, and this came with my kit, and so did this actually. The hi-hat and the snare stand both came with the kit. But yeah, this is really solid. At the minute, I'm quite happy with it. I might upgrade it in the future when it starts to get a bit, like, it does wobble a little bit depending on what I play. So, this is my snare stand. I've got that all set up now. I'm going to put my 14-inch snare drum on here. I have got to, I'll go into the specifics of what they are, but I'll put my 14-inch one on. So this is my 14-inch snare. This is the one that I use mainly for like rock stuff, and well, I've kind of tried to tune it to Roger Taylor and Queen specific sound, just so that I can just have it as that sort of one for whenever I play that sort of stuff. However, this is kind of like my main rock one, but then my 13-inch, which is here, I'll go into the specifics of each of them in a minute. I use this for like more pop songs and just any other random songs that I play, to be fair. So this, I'll start with the 13 one. The heads are exactly the same on both of them. Emperor coated Remo on top and the hazy snare side on the bottom. Ambassador hazy snare side on the bottom of both of these. This is a 13 by 5.5 Yamaha riding one, and this is really, really good. I absolutely love it. It's really, really, really powerful. Really high pitched. Well, compared to how I tune my 14, it's really high pitched, but I quite like it. This is really cuts through, and I really like the sound of it. I did have a clear Ambassador on the bottom. I never put a snare side on it when I first replaced the heads. I got a couple of my mates said that, and I realised that, and then put a new one on the bottom. So now I'm actually getting the snares coming through all my videos. So that's the 13. I'm going to put this down on this side where it actually goes. This is my 14-inch snare drum. This is my 14 by 5.5 Mapex Tornado. Yeah, my Mapex Tornado 14 by 5.5. I was given this snare. Well, I was given a second kit which I've just taken parts and used and stuff like that. But I quite like this snare. Yeah, it's just a 14 by 5.5, and saved me a bit of money trying to buy a Yamaha 14 by 5.5. And it sounds really good. Yeah, I use this for mainly like rock and trying to recreate the Taylor snare, because I can't afford the DW Icon snare series snare. Anyway, I'll keep this one on. I'll keep the snares off. I think let's get the floor toms in, start building up the kit, and then get the cymbals on. So these are my floor toms. I'll start with this one because this is the oddball one, and the rest of them are Yamaha. So this is a Millennium floor tom, 16 by 16. I've had it a couple of years. It's really nice to be able to. It's quite like beefy and it's quite thick. I really, really like it. Only recently learned how to tune. However, new heads do help. I got these heads for a couple of these heads for Christmas. Well, the top heads and a couple of bottom heads as well. And the life that the new heads bring back into the drums is actually unbelievable. I love it. This floor tom is a Yamaha floor tom, 14 by 14. The rest of these drums are Yamaha. Again, Remo Emperor on top and Ambassador on the bottom. Yeah, 14 by 14. It's quite high pitched a little bit. I'd say it's medium. This would ideally be a rack tom sort of sound, well pitch, but because of the sizes I've got, it works quite well as a floor tom. I've realised over the years I've had this kit, everything keeps rising, and I used to have both my snare and my floor tom in line with my thigh level, but now the amount I've grown and the adjusting of drums is crazy. Because I no longer hit my hand on my snare anymore, because I used to bang it against my thigh and everything, but that's fine. Let's get in these rack toms in now and then just go through them. I've got 3 rack toms. 2 of them are mounted off of the bass drum here, and then one of them's got its own separate stand. So I'm going to get all 3 of them set up for you now. So I've now got my rack toms in. So 2 of them are mounted off the bass drum. just using the clamps that came off of it, and then one of them is mounted on a separate Yamaha stand over here. So this is a 12 by 9 Yamaha riding in the Black Raven. All of these are in Black Raven, all Yamaha now. 10 by 8 and then 8 by 7. So it's really small. However, I really like it. I've got, for what I play on the smaller sized toms, whereas like rock drummers usually have 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. I have 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So, but it works. I really like how punchy and powerful this one is. Yeah, this I like going from like the 8 to the snare to the 10, or from the 8 to the snare to the 14 floor over here. But yeah, this is really nice. It's really like in your face sort of, like with the toms. All of my toms now that I've tuned them correctly, they're all kind of like, they all kind of sing, which is really nice. I think it's time to get some cymbals in. I'm going to start with my hi-hat and then work from there. So I have got, let me put that over there. These are brand new. I got these a week ago, maybe a week and a half ago. Second hand off eBay, but I cleaned them before and there was like literally no stick marks on them. They are unbelievable. So these are the K-Lite hi-hats, 15 inches. So all of my cymbals are K-Lite, Zildjian Ks. A couple of them are a bit different with sizing and stuff like that. So this is a 15-inch light hi-hat. Absolute, for what I've used so far, which is not that long, I've not had them that long. However, they sound unbelievable. They cut right through everything. They cut right through everything. The sound, tight, loose, anything. And these hi-hats are actually my favourite thing in the world. But yeah, I was borrowing my mate's hi-hats for a long time, but now I'm able to give him theirs back. And yeah, these are unbelievable. Just having a nice playing area, and my chair is so squeaky. Just having a nice playing area to go onto it. The 15s are a really nice size for what I play. It's not too big that it's stupid, but it's not too small that it's kind of like restricting how much I can play. The Dixon drop clutch as well. It's really, I've noticed that like depending on what I play, depending on what I play, I normally keep it on the clutch, but depending if it's a chorus or something, I might take it, just drop it, clues in the name. But yeah, I absolutely love them. The sounds, the pitch, it's just amazing. These are probably my favourite hi-hats. If I was to recommend any hi-hats, it would be these ones. Right, I've said hi-hats about 50,000 times, I think. Let's move on before I say it again. So I'm going to put my ride in now and then work on my crashes. So I've now got my stands. I've now labelled my stands as well from last year, so because they're all exactly the same, they're all geared for music, the heavy duty stands, and they are unbelievable. It's like so much cheaper than DW, and they're a little bit different, but like the main strength of them is unbelievable. Because I am a hard hitter, they will just go through anything. Right, this is my effects one. Let me get that set up for me. I will adjust it if necessary, but they've all got memory locks on the bits of them. But yeah, I'll get once I get the cymbals on, I'll just double check and make sure, and then I'll wrap it up. But anyway, that's the effects stand, and now I'll get the 18 and 19-inch crashes in. Right, I've got my cymbal stands in the positions that I think they actually go in. Might have to adjust them a little bit just to make sure. So I'll go through each of them individually. All of these are geared for music stands. honestly really good stands. They're really solid, and because I'm a hard hitter, they will withstand anything. So I'll start with my ride. The exact same as my hi-hat, a K light ride, 22 inches. I've had this since like, I want to say October, and it's such a nice ride. It's really like, clues in the name, light. But it can be really powerful as well if you can get the right angle on it. But from what I play, it's really good. And the size of the 22 is really nice as well. I used to have a Planet Z 18 inch, and that was unbelievably small. But yeah, this now is really good. It's not got much of a bell shape on the thing, but for when you use the bell, it's really nice. So I'll then do my effects crash over here. The only thing about this stand, I've just taken off the top felt to be able to let this cymbal move because of how hard I hit it. But yeah, this is unbelievable. I need to adjust that angle slightly. There we go. That it? A little bit more. Yeah, this is a 18-inch effects cymbal. I think it's just the normal Zildjian one. There we go, that was being a bit awkward. But yeah, this is an 18-inch effects Zildjian cymbal. It's really nice. It's really explosive, and we've got, well, both of the hi-hats and this effects cymbal we got at college, and I used to love it. And I thought, I need it on my kit. That's basically everything with this kit. I hear it and I think, or I think about it and go, probably need that when I really don't. But anyway, I love it. I've got a drum key in this pocket. That will go on my snare. But yes, honestly love this. It's really washy. But yeah, let me get my 2 crashes in now, and then that will be it. Yeah, these cymbals are quite high now. Because of the new stands, I was able to raise everything up, so my ride is now higher than it was. Right, these are my last 2 little things. So going along with my effects crash, these are a paper thin crashes. Don't look at me like I'm mental for going paper thin. They are pretty thick. I've tested, I've tried different ones, and I thought, nah, these are really good. I got them during the summer last year, probably August time, I think. Did a couple of covers with them, and I love them. So this is an 18-inch one, and this is a 19-inch. I've gone for larger sizes. These are really new into the Zildjian family at the minute. I've seen only a couple of other artists use them at the minute, but I think more and more people will because of how good they are. I honestly love them. But yeah, that's my kit. That is my entire kit setup. Honestly love it. But yes, yeah, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, I'm glad, because the thing is, I like looking at other drummers' setups, and I thought I should probably do an updated one, because I've not done one since like 2021, 2022 at the latest, and I thought my kit has grown so much that I need to actually update it and say, this is what it is. Anyway, thank you for watching, and yeah, this kit is amazing. I love it, honestly love it. But yes, I will try and get some more covers out at some point. I did a whole recording session today. But yes, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video.